My zero comments here. Basically, growing out my beard because apparently my face is getting irritated. And the barber says you need to let the beard grow out for a while, so then that'll calm things down. Don't shave it or anything, just let that grow. So it's gonna be interesting look for a while. But what I want to talk about is some stuff. Basically, continue to talk about why there aren't breath of fire parts yet. Mainly because it's so tough to do that right now because all kinds of stuff's going on, some of which I cannot mention, but all kinds of stuff going on that involves me having to do other work instead. But I'll give videos like this one and other stuff out there. I'm not using those. I'll get to the Breath of Fire Part 3, Breath of Fire 3 parts as soon as I can. And of course, more reaction videos and whatnot. I got some ideas, so we'll get those. All right, now I want to talk about this other stuff. The transgender lifestyle is dangerous. Okay, here's the deal. Basically, why they say the transgender lifestyle is dangerous because obviously it is. Every single person, every single time I have seen, it's debated with people who say they're transgender. They've all said the same stuff. I always knew I was different. I didn't like that I was different. Everybody, basically hated puberty, hated the stuff over here, and people hated on me for looking like whatever. And then finally, I found that people like me. It's great, yay! And then it's like, then they go into other things. They say, if I not allow, basically say, if I not, don't allow the transition, then I don't think I can live. So I'm going to end it all. And I'm like, or when I say, there's no need to transition. You're okay. You're all good. They're like, no, people who try to get used to, learn to accept their bodies as is, and kill themselves. Like, no, they don't. That, the transgender lifestyle is based on rejection of reality. Suicide is the ultimate rejection of reality. You can't, they're just like, I can't live no more. They get that horrible mindset from hell that they cannot live anymore and have to die. And it's better off dead. It's an attack of the enemy. It is deception. It is wrong. It is a lie. Stay away from that stuff. So the gang is like, take it out of here. There you go. Good. Yeah. All right. I'll make sure my cat's over here. Anyway, so he's hanging out, and basically, it's how it goes. People are doing things. People basically not learning to grow up. Learn that sometimes you cannot get what you want. You have to live with what you have. That stuff, basically, not people freaking out about that. Takes me off because it's like, that's a transgender movement is one transgender. It's basically one of those things because it's like, no. I refuse to look at the truth, is what they're saying. When I look in the mirror naked, I don't like what I see, so I'm going to pretend that it's not there. I'm going to lie and say it's not there. I'm going to do what I can to hide it, so I don't know. Hopefully no one will see it. The cower in fear, hoping no one sees it. That's what he said. But here's the deal. It's like, basically what this is, the transgender lifestyle is an existential crisis. Okay, an existential crisis basically happens. Look at there. An existential crisis basically happens when something something happens to somebody that they basically don't think is fair, and basically they're angry about it and they freak out about it. Like I'll go light and basically saying stuff like, Donald Trump continues, basically has done all this crime and whatnot, and yet he's not in jail. There are people, if someone else did something like that, what he did, especially one with my skin color, they would probably put in jail faster than your head, so fast to make your head spin. That's not fair, but that's how it's happening. It's not right, but that's what it is. Basically, that's the light version. There's the heavy version, of course, when someone you care about dies or something like that, some other crime or something committed against you that basically never is repaid, or never seems repaid. That can cause an existential crisis. That can cause you to freak out. Like, well, that happened back then. Because that happened again. What if this happens? What if that happens? And he's like, no, this isn't fair. This isn't right. I'll make it, fix it. There was one the episode Despicable Me. I like that. Despicable Me. You had these three girls hanging with Gru. And Gru is this crazy supervillain guy, super spy supervillain guy, and he has the disintegrating beam weapon. And Agnes, the youngest, she's like, Agnes, the youngest, she's like, it was like playing around with her little stuffed unicorn, and actually, gets that thing caught in that disintegration beam, and it turns to ashes. And she's like, my unicorn. It's like, oh, great. She's like, Gru's like, great. Well, The unicorn's gone. He's like, what? But you gotta fix it. He's like, well, I can't fix it. It's ashes. So she decides to freak out, hold her breath. And he's like, oh, like American Ferrera's character, like the other girl, I can't remember her name. Edith. No, Edith is the Mariah Carey one. The older one, with the glasses. The oldest girl, she's like, yeah, he's like, oh, great, you done it. He's like, what's going on? He's like, oh, she's mad now. She's gonna hold her breath until she passes out. And then usually that gets they'll order the people at our place to give her what she wants. He's like, well, that's not gonna work here. So basically, we're just like, yeah, whatever. And then she like passes out. She's like, Agnes, oh my gosh. She's like, he's like, oh, fine. How about I get you a new unicorn? How about that? No, he's like, okay, yay. So it's like that. Here's the deal. Something happened that cannot be undone. So she had to learn to accept that. Okay. And at first she's trying to reject it by saying, no, you'll fix it. You fix it, or else I'll hurt myself. Yeah. It sounds familiar, doesn't it? So then it's like, yeah, she does that, but it doesn't work. You can't do that. So it's like, how about we find something else for you to do? We fix something else, and we make something else work. So he's like, okay. So she has to acknowledge that she can never, the thing she wanted, she can never have. It will never happen. But maybe we can find something else that'll make her happy. That's what everyone transgender has to do. Who says the transgender has to do? There's no one actually transgender. That's what they have to do. But until they do that, they keep trying to say, no, I will hurt myself. I will be angry. I will pretend I said that I did this, that I had this thing I want. Even though I can never have it. They're going to go around in circles. They're still getting ticked off about stuff that is normal. That's how it goes. So I'm going to go into work my other stuff. I got to handle this business. Basically, handle this business, and it is an annoying business. This is good business here, but there's annoying business around. One of the things is, pick my hat. There you go. Yeah. Right. See on? Just halfway out the door. There you go. There you go. So basically, I handle the business while dealing with someone who's also apparently going through an existential crisis. Because I can't go into details again, but it's like one of those things where it's just like, we do one thing or something happens that's causing problems, and this person blames us, and it's like, well, this is something out of our control. We can't do anything about it other than prevention. Other than we can't prevent it from happening. All we can do is say, okay, let's try and fix the problem. But this person's just like, no, look, you this happened, and you're involved in it somehow. I'm sure of it. So you better fix this, or else something bad's gonna happen. I'm like, okay. He's like, we'll try to fix it. And like there's like a wall. There's like some type of barrier between this person and reality. And it's like whenever we say which one we're gonna fix it, they're like, you better fix it, or something bad's gonna happen. It's like one repeat. It's white noise. Like the song, white noise. White noise, it's just like, you better fix it, or else the bad things are gonna happen. It all boils down to mine. That's basically what it boils down to. Mine. They're like, okay, it's yours. You established that it's yours. I'm like, mine. Oh my God, I already established that it's yours. I'm like, mine. Someone get her a nap. Give her something. Give her a bottle. Give her something. Obviously she needs a nap. Obviously she's focused on this one particular thing. Won't listen to reason. Like, mine. No. Take me away. No. Put her in her bed. Put her in her crib. Give her a bottle. Let her sleep that stuff off, or something. And it's like, no, it's mine. I'm like, yeah, we know it's yours. We figured that out. So it's really one of those things. It's just like, again, you threaten to lose something because of stupidity. Not just because to lose something because of stupidity, outright ignorance. Outright ignorance and unwillingness to just learn and cooperate. And that's sad. It's sad to see that can happen, but it does happen, and we have to learn to deal with it the best we can. And it doesn't feel good, and it causes all kinds of problems, especially when it's like, instead of hanging out for a good long time and be able to do projects, we have to clean up. Because we have to clean up, we have to do this other stuff, so that the person who's saying mine won't be like, won't be saying bad things, won't do cause those bad things that can happen. And I'm like, yeah, I'm looking forward to when you don't have to deal with this anymore. Yeah. So yeah, this is a very interesting thing. Well, I'm going to continue to pray about it. That's what we continue to ask God to help out and continue to talk about it. So Adventures of Breath of Fire 3 parts will come back. And of course, the new show, and that started, the transgender lifestyle is dangerous. Has the show has begun. See you next time. Check me out on YouTube.